what's arrived? That's right, it's here. The beer monster machine, the one that everyone's talking about, is here. Now, full disclosure, I paid for this. I know some people got it free, and so some people are questioning the authenticity of these machines, but hard money well spent. Is that the right? That's not the right phrase. You know what I mean, though. I paid for this, so let's hope it's good. It's unboxing time. Let's find out. So first thing is, actually, I had to obviously take my address off this so it wasn't displayed to the world, and the little bookly was in the top bit rather than in the box, which is interesting. So let's take a quick look here. But you know what it is. It's instructions. You probably don't want to know about all those bits, so let's get it open. So first in the top of the box, it was advertised as coming with 2 of these, but let me put this on the floor. It was advertised as coming with 2 of the CO2 cartridges that you need to dispense your beer. However, uno, due, trigger. We've got 3 of them. I'm not sure what language that was, but anyway. 3 cartridges. I've just realised I've rushed into this, not got the new light on, light behind me on. Wait a sec. There we go, that's better. Looking a bit cooler in here now, has to be said. Right then, so in this top bit, obviously, because there's the 3 cartridges, there was what looks like a handle. Not sure what that's going to be for. Presumably pouring beer. And some adapters, I guess. And you see that? Some squishy thing. Some funnel thing. I mean, I guess we'll find out. Yeet that away, and then it's in the box. Right then. New toy time. It comes very assembled, has to be said. It's a reasonable sized toy, this. I mean, obviously it's got to fit a 5 litre mini keg in it. It was never going to be tiny, but yeah, decent size. Right then, let me yeet that bit away. So, I mean, I'm guessing the tap just sits on there. Is it the other way around? Who knows? Too late now, mate, you fit it. Anyway, looks right, looks right. That motion. Feels relatively sturdy. There's a little bit of play in the plastic, but for what is in essence a cheap machine, yeah, it's all right. Anyway, what are we doing here? Let's take the plastic off the power plug, unwrap the little fiddly bit. Problem is it's so big you can't see me. Hi, how are you doing? Right, it is at this point I probably need that instruction manual. So, safety instructions. Only use the product as described in this manual. Do not use this appliance outdoors. It is imperative to unplug the power cord after the appliance has been used, before it is cleaned and whilst being repaired. Yeah, normal stuff. There should be, in the box, 1 draft tap beer machine, this big boy, the beer handle which I have prematurely installed, a drip tray. ¿Dónde está? Está aquí. Still in the box. 1 drip tray. It's not actually blue, that's just some protective film. 1 beer dispensing unit. Good job I just didn't throw this box away, huh? There's still more stuff in it. Right then, what we got in here? Beer dispensing unit. I think that cross thing goes in the top of the long thing, but it's not going to put anything together until I get told to. 1 keg handle. There you go, keg handle. Presumably, in case your keg doesn't have a handle, so you can get it out easily. A barrel seat, which is what this little grey thing is in there. There's 2 of them, that's correct. Beer tube. Aren't we on beer tube right now? Is this not beer tube? No, it's a different sort of tube, and it's a thin bit of plastic, and it's in there. Sealing ring, pressurised keg adapter, that's these bad boys, 3 CO2 cartridges, and 1 cleaning bottle, which is this funny beehive looking mother right there. Installation. Remove the draft beer machine, tap the packaging and put on it a flat, even, stable surface. Leave at least 10 cm space all round for undisrupted airflow. Install the tap handle and connect the tap. Well, it is good news that I have installed the tap handle the correct way around, so I'm just going to push it down into place, and it says install the tap, but the tap is very much installed. Right then. What's next? Push the handle all the way through until the handle support is reached. Ah, freed it up a little bit. Okay. Put the water drip tray into the notch provided. We'll not take the protective stuff off yet. We'll do that afterwards. Right, the notch. There's a notch. Go on, get in your notch. Oh. How Tom broke his beer machine after 5 minutes. Aha! Clicked in. Fantastic. Oh, it just kind of slides out of the way. That's better. Right then. Fabulous. Insert the plug into the socket. Oh, we're getting straight to business. Now, I am a bit limited to sockets right now. Where can we put this? So the beer machine's actually going to live on top of the fridge just behind me, so I'm going to move it now. Okay, it's in, it's on. It's telling me 18 degrees. Now, what was the next instruction? Make sure the drain switch is at the off position and there are no objects in the cooling cavity. So this is what I'm looking at, and I don't really know what we're talking about. This is some sort of drain. Now then, the cooling cavity is just the bottom of this, and can we get some light on the situation? Here we go. So you can see down there's a max line, and that is where we have to fill up with water. It says water in this application will surround the 5 litre mini keg and will act as an effective coolant. Please note that the system will work without water too, however its performance will be significantly reduced. Be right back, getting some water. Not going to lie, pouring liquid into a brand new electronic device feels absolutely just wrong, but here we go. Just below the max line. It says understanding different kegs. Before you start, use only 5 litre universal kegs. Pressurised kegs such as the Heineken kegs should be used in accordance with the instructions detailed in this manual. Please refer to page 12. Right, you use both, but it's a different. So, the sealants with code 20 and 21 can be pierced using the draft beer tap piercing pin. The sealants with code 22 require the marking ring removed first before being pierced with the beer tap ring. Okay. So, I have a keg, another Blue Monkey deliciousness, and this is a chocolate gorilla. I already had it in, so fortunately, well, it's fortunate timing really. So then, do I have 20? How will I know? Code. The sealant with code 2021 can be pierced. The one with code 22 cannot. How on earth am I meant to know if this is 20 or 22? The difference between code 23 and 24 is the safety class quality. I honestly have no idea. Before replacing or piercing, follow the instructions on the keg to eliminate the excess gas and ensure the keg has been rested long enough to avoid foam coming out through the rubber piercing. So, I reckon this is a slightly higher quality one. The plastic on this is a bit thicker than the little red tabs you get. This is a black tab on a red base. So I reckon this is a better one, which probably means it needs to be removed. But also need to gas this out a little bit, so just very carefully. A bit of beer is running off, which is always sad. That's open now. There is a bit of beer, so I'm going to clean that up. But in general terms, I think we're about there. Got about that beer on my finger, and delicious. Right then, so we need to pull that tab off. Oh, that was easy. Came straight off, look. Nicely done. Right, that's off. So now what I need to do is get the keg handle, and always follow the instructions on the beer kegs to eliminate excess gas before piercing. Done that. Ensure the keg has rested long enough to avoid excess foam coming out the tap. No, don't really know how long that is, so this is some guesswork, I guess. Right. The handle is on. Attach the keg handle by clicking each side of the handle into the keg. Press the piercing pin against the sealant on the upper edge of the keg. Remove the marking ring if applicable. Press the piercing pin and pierce into the sealant. Right, so the piercing pin must be one of these. Oh no, that's not one of those. My mistake. Piercing pin is this, and it looks like it screws into that thing. Not the clearest instructions, I'll give you that. Right, let's tighten that up. So that's free of dog hair and all the other stuff that floats around the house. And then that just slides down into there. Okay. Not feeling overly confident with this. I feel like I'm going to end up with beer everywhere, but here we go. Should this be difficult? I don't know if this should be difficult. I think I've made a mistake. I think that I need to remove that ring inside there as well. Little multi-tool pliers. Ah, there's a little ring in here. Little hard plastic ring, look. That sucker needs to come out. And still nothing. We shall persevere. What I have learned is having a multi-tool in your little beer cave is a necessity with this machine. Right, so I've got it in. I had to absolutely batter it. I would recommend doing this over the sink in future, to be honest. Obviously I've forgotten the lid. We'll have to do a great clean-up operation in here afterwards, but let's just ease that out again. Lid on. Oh, I mean, it really went. It really went. It's just this particular keg style, I think, is an issue. So, next up, I guess it goes in the machine. That's how it should be, just sliding in. So, what's next? So now it looks like we just grab this by the handle and chuck it in the machine. I don't know how much I trust that handle. Oh no, that's pretty solid. Which way on does it go in the machine? I'm not sure. Let's just get it over there safely first, I guess. Okay, so it's in, and we need to attach this line, which is the CO2 line, I believe. Which is it anything fancy, or you just click in? Just clicks in. Then the beer line. Probably should have done that first. But with a bit of squeezing and squeezing, we can get that into place. I'm going to have to put the camera down a second. Oh, I definitely did something, so a little bit of beer just fizzed out when I did it. So I think that's that section complete. Now then, I need to install a CO2 cartridge. Where do I do that? I wasn't done in here, because the CO2 cartridge sits in this bit. So, spin you in, and then, so you don't lose all your pressure, once you start to feel it tighten, you want to go a bit quicker. So there we go, so it's not pierced yet, so now I want to go quick, so I'm changing hands and headbutting my cabinet all at the same time. Oh, that was a nice one. There you go. Okay, I made a boo-boo there. The reason that started fizzing out and all sorts was because I'd foolishly not changed the cap from plus to minus. It's not what you want, so I don't know if we lost much there, but hey, it might affect our first pour or two, but my fault, not the machine's. So, And it did say that in the instructions, I just forgot about it. So, you down. Then I guess we want to set the temperature. Now this is a dark beer, so I'm reckon 8. Should we go for 8? Pretty on 9, so there's only one more to go. Right then, I've cleared all the beer away that was spilt, well, everywhere, I think except the ceiling. Again, not the fault of the machine, slightly awkward keg for whatever reason, and yeah, a bit of an experience on my part, but all sorted now. Probably best to do that in the sink in future, but anyway, that's the only kind of gripe really. I've actually signed this video off once and done the outro spiel, but then I realised there was probably a load of questions you probably still had, and some stuff I thought about while I was clearing away. So the first bit is all this extra stuff. We went through all these extra bits. We said we've got, and this, you know, whatever's in here, the little rubber things. Basically, all of this stuff is either cleaning related, adapters for different kegs, or spares. Which is excellent really. So there's 3 different adapters for different types of pre-charged kegs in there, and then you've got a few bits for cleaning, a replacement beer line, so there's already one of those in the machine, and then the little rubber bits, the grey rubber bits there, are replacement bits for the CO2, and then there are little tiny washers. Now they are designed to go, basically add an extra seal to the beer. I've not added one of those on this time. I think the seal seems pretty good, if I'm honest, but maybe if it doesn't last too long I'll use one of those next time. So that's the only thing I possibly did wrong, but I didn't really state to use it, so I'm not sure if and when that's really applicable. Maybe they use with these, I really don't know. But overall, it was a relatively pain-free installation experience. Now, of course, it didn't quite go to plan with my particular keg, but that's by the by. Now, I got my beer machine, my Beer Monster machine, from John at Lord's Brewing Co. So he's currently selling them on his website. Go check that out. Link in the description below if you're interested. And there will of course be plenty of beer reviews using Lord's Brewing Co. beer in the Beer Monster machine coming up. It's just that I had a keg that needed using, so I thought we may as well crack into that one first. So please join me for the next video while I do the first pour on this machine with the Blue Monkey keg. It's a chocolate gorilla chocolate stout. Yeah, I mean, I'm really looking forward to this. So yeah, as always, thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like it if you haven't already subscribed, if you will be so kind. I'll catch you next time. Cheers.